Welcome back to Turn This Way. I'm Jennifer Radkey, your mindset coach. This is the space where hospitality leaders come to sharpen their mindset, strengthen their leadership, and bring clarity into their professional and personal lives. Today's episode is about something every hospitality professional faces, whether you're running a hotel, restaurant, or bar: uncertainty. From last-minute cancellations to supply chain delays to sudden staffing challenges, this industry throws curveballs daily, and not just this industry, but life in general likes to throw curveballs. I know we've all had those days, weeks, months where almost nothing feels certain. Now, there is major uncertainty, the kind that can leave you feeling completely helpless: pandemics, wars, economic or political turmoil. We have had our fair share of those in recent years. And then there is daily uncertainty: team performance, tech issues, etc. But here's the truth. You can't always control the uncertainty, but you can control the way you lead through it. This bodes true for major uncertainty and daily uncertainties, because the alternative is that you don't lead at all. And for passionate, determined owners and operators like yourselves, we all know that just isn't an option. So why does uncertainty feel so heavy in the first place? Our brains crave predictability. When things feel out of our control, we can slip into reaction mode. Stress, overthinking, even frustration with our team or guests. Psychologically, we are hardwired to respond to threats through fight, flight, fawn, or freeze reactions. But when we are uncertain as to what threats may arise, it leaves us in a constant state of heightened awareness and stress, which can be not only hard on our minds, but on our bodies as well. Here's the thing. Hospitality is built on unpredictability. Guests arrive late. Events run over time. Menus change. Staff call in sick. It's not the exception, it's the normal. The good news is that while you may have no control over unpredictable moments, you do have control in how you react to them and how you perceive them in the first place. Take a second and think about the last unexpected challenge you faced this week. Maybe it was a supplier issue, or a guest complaint, or tech that went down mid-service. What was your very first reaction? Did it help, or did it add fuel to the chaos? Here's an important shift. You may not control the event, but you always control your reaction. I often hear from clients that they can't control their reactions, they just react. I'm here to remind you that it's not that you can't do it, it's just that it's hard to do it. It takes a lot of self-awareness and self-control, but it is always worth it. When something unpredictable happens, you have two choices. You can react with frustration, spreading stress to your team and increasing your own level of stress. This type of reaction has potential to create regret, blame, mistrust, and fear. Or you can react with a level head. Pause, take a breath, and respond with intention. This type of reaction has potential to create calm, trust, solution-based thinking, and empathy. Try this next time. When you feel that spike of stress, silently ask yourself, what response will serve my team and my vision best right now? That one question helps you step out of autopilot reaction and into mindful leadership. You can practice this skill anywhere, and it will serve you well in your professional and personal lives. I think we can all agree that your perception shapes your reality. Uncertainty feels heavier when we let negative thinking run the show. If your inner dialogue sounds like, "Here we go again, nothing ever goes right," you've already set yourself up for stress. We all fall into victim mentality thinking at some point in our lives. When you are self-aware, you can notice that change in your inner dialogue. Instead of being curious and looking for solutions, or noticing your situation and analyzing it, or acknowledging and having empathy for yourself and others, you fall into blame and pity. Shift your perception, shift your experience, and challenge your rhetoric. Instead of saying, "This always happens to me," try, "This is a chance to show my leadership." Ask yourself for proof that it always happens to you. Remember times when things worked out in your favor. Instead of saying, I can't deal with this, try, I've handled harder challenges before. I can handle this too. Remind yourself of specific examples when you handled challenges. I want you to think of a common uncertainty in your workplace. Maybe no-shows or unexpected equipment issues. What's the negative thought that usually comes up for you? Now reframe it into a neutral or empowering statement. Write it down, or even better, say it out loud. When you first came up with the idea for your bar, restaurant, or hotel, you had a vision for its success. When everything feels shaky, your vision is your anchor. Ask yourself, what matters most right now? That question cuts through the noise and helps you respond, not just react. For example, if your vision is to create consistent, memorable guest experiences, then your response to a curveball should always circle back to that goal, not just putting out fires. Living and making choices through purpose can be very powerful, but it does take intention and it does take mindfulness. If this is a skill that you're wanting to work on or improve upon, please feel free to reach out to me through LinkedIn or Instagram, or visit us at krghospitality.com. All right, when faced with uncertainty, you need to remind yourself that you are a leader. Uncertainty doesn't make you powerless. In fact, it's an opportunity to model calm, clarity, and confidence for your team. Here are 3 mindset shifts for leading through uncertainty. Flexibility isn't weakness, it's strength. Adapting quickly and intentionally is a leadership skill. Number 2, take your time, even when it feels urgent. This is so hard. A deep breath before deciding can prevent bigger problems later. And number 3, confidence grows from clarity. I say this probably in every podcast episode, but it is so true. If you communicate clearly, even if the answer is, we're still working on it, your team will trust you. Here's a simple framework for when uncertain moments hit. Pause. I know I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to say it again, and I'll keep saying it. Take a breath. Don't rush the first decision. Prioritize. Ask, what's the most important outcome right now? Plan. Make a short-term decision that keeps things moving while you gather more info. And then communicate. Keep your team in the loop. Clarity is contagious. Let's practice. Picture that uncertain moment you thought of earlier. Now walk through it with this framework. How would pausing, prioritizing, planning, and communicating have shifted the outcome? Uncertainty is part of hospitality. It's woven into our days. But here's the reframe. Uncertainty isn't a barrier. It's a chance to lead with clarity when others can't, and that is what will set you apart, and that is what will set your business apart. So here's your challenge for this week. When the next curveball comes, instead of reacting, ask yourself, how can I anchor back to my vision? How can I be the calm in the chaos? Because leadership isn't about avoiding storms. It's about knowing how to steer through them. That's it for today's episode of Turn This Way. If you found this helpful, share it with a fellow hospitality leader who might need a reminder that clarity is possible even in uncertainty. And if you're looking for more support in building your mindset as a hospitality professional, connect with me and the team at KRG Hospitality. We're here to help you grow your business and yourself. May the unpredictable moments ahead only make you turn towards growing as a stronger leader. Have a successful week.